It has been over 1 year since I have gotten this little guy. This is the Flashpack F5 Performance Tuner. I bought it online on AmericanTrucks.com. This is the original packaging it came in, and it's been over a year since I've done an update. I have 2 previous videos that I recommend you go watch if you haven't seen those. This is for the 17 and up GM vehicles because they did change from 16 and down and 17 up, but the idea of the performance tuner is the same. I've got almost 20,000 miles on my truck since I've gotten the tuner installed. When you first go to install the tuner, you may have to update it, which is one of the questions that I did get a lot of. You will have to update it. I found the update as a download from Holley's website online. Once you plug it in, it's going to come up to these tune options. It's going to tell you to turn your ignition on, and you pretty much just follow its steps all the way through. And then it's going to pop up with the option list for everything that you can tune. Yours might be a little different. I'm currently running the 87 octane tune, as you can see here. I've gotten a lot of questions about what options I run, so I'll run through them all with you guys right now. So I run the raised value on the rev limiter. I have the speed limiter to raised value. I do have a stock gear ratio in the truck, which is a 3:42 ratio in my truck specifically. This isn't entirely accurate because I do have 33s on my truck, but running it by GPS, I had to knock it down to 31.75 to get the accurate number. My shift points are all set at Superchips value for 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. I do have AFM or DOD, whatever you want to call it, disabled. My shift torque is Superchips value. Your TPMS sensors can be adjusted depending on what tire you need to run. Mine don't have calibrated sensors in them, so I don't worry about this. My throttle boost is going to be maximum at 20%. I honestly wish they had a 30 or 40% increase on throttle boost here because it's very laggy. My idle park RPM is plus 150. I prefer to have a higher oil pressure at idle. I know that it probably doesn't make a huge difference. I just want to see 30 pounds. It could be a placebo effect about the oil pressure. We do run 0W20 in these trucks from the factory. That's a very thin oil. That could be a little bit of why they read so low. I've also heard that these trucks don't necessarily need that high oil pressure at idle because you're not revving them out. They're just idling. I'm definitely not an infinite source of knowledge on this stuff. I just like to see it be a little bit higher than factory. I have my idle drive RPM at stock value. I just don't like when my vehicle can't sit still. My upshift torque is enabled. I haven't messed with this. This came enabled, so I left it. Just a quick walkthrough of how this works. I just clicked down and went to continue. It'll say building a tune, and then it'll have you do a couple key sequences. It'll ask you if you want to install. It'll give you a percentage here. It does give you all the tuning information you do need in the manual, although I didn't read a whole lot of it myself. I kind of just followed the steps. It was pretty self-explanatory. It had me turn the key off, press the button. Now I turned it on again. I press the button again. It's having me turn the ignition off again. Click OK. And after this screen, it'll just bring you back to your original home screen. I have had a few questions about this system as well. The first one I get the most is, does it void your warranty? I can't speak for if it's going to void your warranty. It depends on a few factors. The first factor is who the warranty company is. The second factor is the restrictions of your warranty. The third factor is what dealership you bring it to. And the fourth is what breaks on your vehicle. In my personal experience, I haven't had any problems with it. I've had multiple warranty repairs that are not engine related fixed, and I haven't had a problem having them covered under warranty. They do plug into the OBD2 port every single time they bring my truck in, and I haven't had any problems. Nobody questions me. Nobody asks me about the tuner, but that's also my dealership that I typically use. You guys might use a dealership that is going to be very strict about that or have a warranty company that wants to know all that information. So overall, I really can't say whether or not it's going to void your warranty. In my experience, I haven't had any problems. The second question I get is usually about fuel economy. The difference for me was about 1 mile to the gallon. Hauling with my truck in town, I get about 16. When I don't have anything in the bed, I'm on stock wheels, and I'm not driving it crazy, I get about 18.5 to 20 miles per gallon in town, and that really isn't bad. I get upwards of 22 on the highway. I get other questions about things such as the 6.2 and the 4.3. I don't have any personal experience with those. One of the last questions I get is, does it make your truck faster? My truck with the 87 tune and the options I just showed you is faster than the same exact truck without the tune. I've raced a couple of the trucks in Mexico from a dig in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and from 40 and 50 rolls, and this tuner is significant in the difference that you'll see. Lastly, the question really is this thing worth $500? The short answer is yes, in my personal opinion. The long answer is yes, because first of all, you get rid of the AFM. That to me is worth $500 alone. I think that AFM is one of the worst things that they put in these vehicles. Yes, also because of all the different parameters that you can change. And you can change everything from shift points to gear ratios to the speed due to the tires. So if you're the person to put your truck on a 6-inch lift and you want to go from the stock sluggish 342s to something like a 410 because you want to put a 35-inch tire on, you can customize all those parameters and you don't have to use HP tuners. I've seen multiple people have tunes done to their vehicle and then they lose their warranty because of it. This, at least you have a chance that they don't see it. At least in my experience, I've seen HP tuners ruin people's warranties. I haven't seen this ruin anybody's warranty. I hope I was able to help you guys make the decision you were looking to make, or maybe just give you information about options that you want to put on your tune because you have this same tuner. I definitely think it's worth it. I would totally buy it again. I've had a good experience with this tuner, and I hope I helped you guys out. Thanks for watching.